Hi guys, I am Angela Donato, and for today's video, I am with my friends
Aliyah Escasura, Naomi Fernando, and Diesha Faro.
For today's vlog, we are going to share to you our thoughts regarding the game Spent.
Spent is an interactive game created by Mac Kinney. It challenges each player to manage their initial money, which is $1,000. In the game, players must be able to raise a child and make it through the month while earning a minimum wage. The game ends in two ways. It's either a player runs out of money before the month ends, or the player survives the whole month with money left over. We made it through the month with $41 left in our wallet, but rent is due tomorrow.
Due to the limited number of options given, we experienced extreme frustration while playing the game. We struggled to balance the benefits and drawbacks of each option. Even with our salary, we weren't able to keep up with the challenge of living expenses. It appeared as though we had to decide between being frugal and saving for future needs or using the money now. We were also able to gain knowledge about American poverty through the game, and this had an impact on how we felt while playing. We were saddened by the fact that they had to go through that, since there are options that once chosen would show how it related American families. Lastly, we also acknowledge how fortunate we are to not go through it.
Even though the game relates to the current situation in the United States of America, its similarity in terms of the events here in the Philippines is uncanny. For example, the opening of the game states that a certain number of Americans remain unemployed and are having trouble looking for a long-term job and income. Aside from this, there are also low-wage workers. These workers also had difficulty making ends meet since their salaries are far enough from what they need. The number of Filipinos who are under the same class and situation as them can be proven through statistics and surveys. Furthermore, both Americans and Filipinos struggle to raise and provide the needs of their families under the same poor-like condition they're currently in. However, in terms of having access to healthcare insurance, Filipinos can avail them for free through banks and other institutions like PhilHealth at a very lengthy yet stressful process, with numbers of them awaiting its validation. Meanwhile, an American has no access to any free insurance whatsoever, may it be to those who are in need of it or not.
My idea of poverty is the same as the game wherein people barely make ends meet. The only difference now is that I have a better perspective on poverty. Through this game, I realized that managing people's wages was never the problem. Budgeting their money is important, but the real problem is how small their wage is. You can never make something that is not enough to be adequate. Well, you're lucky if you'll be able to manage it, but most of the time, it was not the case. People need a fair minimum wage and not knowledge of how to budget. Poverty-stricken individuals and families may be deprived of adequate housing, nutritious food, and medical care. It is the condition in which a person or community lacks the financial resources and necessities for a fundamental way of life. After playing the game, the in-depth concept of poverty was assessed as an individual concern and a more significant social issue. High poverty rates can increase and dampen economic growth and are linked to unemployment, urban decay, and poor health. Individual or household inability to make ends meet can also result in various physical and mental challenges. And if poverty could be easily solved, it would no longer be such a global issue.
And that ends our vlog. I hope you learned something from this vlog, and if you would like to try the Spent game, just search Spent on Google. Thank you!